so jammed up. I have to mention Drew Island, who now turns us on. You're Muslims. Moabite, he knew that we didn't want to be called African. They had crushed that in us. There was a period called the Nadir in our people's history, and they didn't want to be called African. They were first African. That's why you have the African Methodist Episcopal Church.
Yes.
First African school. So you all follow me. Okay. Those who can't follow, ask somebody later and you get more of this. Seriously. Marcus Garvey, and I'm putting them on the same station together. Marcus Garvey and Drew did his work in Chicago and in Newark. Newark is in the house. And while I'm here, in my notes, I've got to tell you, I have my great associate with me, a Deen chaplain. Would you stand, please? Sorry. I'm a warn y'all, don't come around here playing. He's a builder, and he's going to put you to work. He's going to tell you to get some papers, a case of tapes, and he's ready to put you to work. We don't have captains, but I should travel with somebody who's about work. All right? All right, you brothers. Nobody relieve you of your post. Everybody all right? Okay. Marcus Garvey said, "Up, you mighty people, you can accomplish what you will," and reconnected us to Africa. He made a brief appearance on the theater. Drew made an appearance. He said, "You're Muslims. Moabites. Point us to a Quran." I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he didn't punch you to the Quran." No, he knew that you weren't ready for the Quran. He knew that. He gave myth. He knew you weren't ready for the Quran. You have to be clean and sane to pick the Quran up. Huh? You don't even supposed to Quran up if you impure. You pick it up, you'll understand it. I hate to tell you this, I love you. I tell African American Muslims didn't come through this process. If you got the Quran and you haven't been purified, you're a nigger with the Quran. Come on to the doctor, let's be de-niggified. I have an ND degree. Doctor of niggerology. Now, why is this important? It's important to understand that we are not a people from Nova Scotia. I used to have this thing against West Indians. Imam cleared that up. From Nova Scotia all the way down to Rio de Janeiro. That's the Bilalian or African people. We'll revisit Bilalian soon. Once you all have some muja. Some of you need a complete shower, so Goose too. You have that too. All right. But the capstone of the leadership of this people is you and me from Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. I know I'm in the state with Mississippi. I know a bunch of Mississippians in the house. Descendants. How many of you all live from Mississippi? I feel a good spirit. How many of you from Mississippi? See, I do it. Okay. All right. I'm going to love you. Glad to have you. You're all going to have an important work to do. You've had suffered the worst. You who teach our people need to know your people. All right. This complete breaking, this complete destruction, breaking of people. Garvey Stewart. Garvey came off the stage. And here is another John the Baptist-like figure come on scene. Howard K. Thurman. Dr. Thurman. Jesus in the dispossessed. Speaking of the three hounds of hell. You can't teach Islam to African Americans unless you know this stuff. You can't. You're just incompetent. Imam Mohammed knew this. Huh? And you want to talk about Islamic law. The fifth pillar of Islamic law is earth, customary. So I wouldn't be a Muslim leader if I didn't tell you about earth. We can't even make law with that. You want to know that. African Americans, I love you. I love you. I love you. We, anything but us. Able. Anything but us. And some of you are a member of the ABA club for stupid, jealous reason. the ABA. I'm not popular. I was telling somebody on one of the leaders on the East Coast, I said, I'm not popular among the laborers and the leaders of the nation of Islam. And the new nation of Islam, the neo nation of Islam, community Imam W.D. Mohammed. I was favored by the 3 Mohammeds. And that's great. That's good enough for me. And God sent me a sign Monday. But one of the leaders of the intelligence invited me to sit with Dr. Khalil Muhammad. We're going to do work, brother. We got to work. Don't come to me if you ain't interested in working. But I had a captain right here. He's not a captain, but he's my brother. I tell you, come around, you ain't ready to work. He came, he looked, he ready to set cheers up there. All right, you brothers, for your lead, y'all do some work. Thurman, though not a Muslim, had a conversation with Mahatma Gandhi. And Gandhi told him, he said, your people should be Muslims. This is what Gandhi told him. He said, because when they become Muslim, they would instantly become brothers. I'm sorry behind that, you were wrong. He got to earn brotherhood. He was wrong. He was theoretically right. And you think these immigrant Muslims still your friends? Huh? Well, this will go out. This is Imam Muhammad, but most of them are the snake in the garden. Right? Funny thing, steak and chicken disappeared. You got every kind of fried chicken in the world. Because you went to sleep. We'll talk about Jonah. We ain't at Jonah yet. Let's stay up. We all up. We traveling now. And then there's a man that God raised up called Benjamin Elijah Mays. Elijah Mays. Huh? Great man, the teacher of Dr. King. Also Dr. Howard Carey Thurman was the teacher of Dr. King too. Thurman, one of the first people in America to connect the 3 faiths. Connect the 3 faiths. And he never said what his opinion of Islam was. But Dr. Thurman began to move our people away from emotionalism and started a church called the All Faith, All People's Church, which was for all people. Is this Dr. Deborah Majid in the audience this year? I thought this sister was. We have, we have some exceptional people coming into this community. You all know about that. Yes. We have a sister who was a Christian preacher. And she began, I'm not talking about a Jacqueline either. I'm talking about a real one. Right. PhD, pastor, and many more of them coming. We're going to keep teaching them. Now, connection systemically to the relationships of faith. You see the connection that God making this believer. But before I missed one of them, and that was George Washington Carver, who sits at the 3rd station. Why is George Washington Carver? Because he connected the relationship of God, science to nature. Right. Did you know Booker T. Washington would let nobody else teach the chapel besides George Washington Carver? Because Booker T. didn't want that spooky, pie in the sky, pray, do, voodoo, fast, and don't do anything. Religion, from the Genesis to the Revelation, is guidance for how to build society. That's what the Quran is. It's a social map to guide you to live. See, anybody who teaches you and don't apply is spooking you. Let me repeat. Imam Alfred's axiom. Anybody who teaches you religion without applying is spooking you. I told one of the great learned ones from one of the great big cities here how he says Quranic Arabic is the destiny of the people. You fool. Reindustrialize Detroit. Show me Henry Ford and you. Show me Booker T. Washington, and then I'll listen to you. You don't know nothing. Remember the day you walked in. You still got chitlins on you. Now, little humor, I tell you, I'm going to get a little dick break, a little bit of anesthetized. This stuff is painful. So I'm going to use a little humor to bring it along. All right. George Washington Carver shows the relationship between science, building a scientific mind, connecting it to industry. Booker T. Washington was very anti-preachers. He didn't have time for them. Because preachers are trained to, the historicity of the